Late one autumn night, 17-year-old Jamal, a hard-working black teenager with a reputation for being polite and studious, was walking home after finishing a late shift at his part-time job. He carried only his backpack and a sandwich he had picked up for dinner. Suddenly, flashing police lights cut through the darkness, and two officers jumped out, accusing him of matching the description of a robbery suspect. Jamal froze, shocked, as they barked orders at him, despite his calm explanation that he had just clocked out of work and even showing his employee badge. The officers laughed mockingly. "Yeah, right, you kids always have an excuse." One sneered while the other twisted his arms into handcuffs. Their laughter echoed in the night as they threw him into the back of the cruiser. Neighbors who knew Jamal watched from their porches, shaking their heads at the unfairness but powerless to intervene. At the station, Jamal repeatedly asked them to check the surveillance footage from his workplace, but the officers ignored him, boasting to their colleagues that they had caught the thief red-handed. His mother, a single parent who had rushed down as soon as she heard, begged them to listen, but they mocked her too, claiming she should have raised him better. 4 days, Jamal sat in juvenile detention, his dreams of applying to college slipping away. When the case finally reached the courtroom, the officers entered confident and smirking, whispering to each other like it was already decided. They testified that Jamal was found with suspicious items and had resisted arrest, fabricating a narrative to paint him as a criminal. Jamal sat quietly, hands clenched, trying to hold back his anger and tears. But then, everything shifted. Jamal's lawyer calmly asked the judge to review the security footage from the store that had been robbed. The judge agreed, and the courtroom's attention turned to the large screen as the footage played. It showed Jamal clearly behind the counter of his workplace at the exact time of the robbery, wearing his work apron and ringing up customers. Even more damning, the video also captured the real culprit, an older man in a mask, committing the crime. Gasps filled the room as the truth unfolded. The judge's expression hardened as he turned to the officers, who had suddenly lost their cocky demeanor, their faces pale and hands trembling. Instead of Jamal, it was the officers who found themselves under investigation for racial profiling, false arrest, and lying under oath. Jamal was released immediately, embraced by his crying mother as the courtroom erupted in murmurs of outrage. The story spread quickly, exposing the dangers of prejudice and the power of truth. What began as humiliation ended with justice, forever reminding the town that laughter built on lies always fades when confronted with undeniable evidence.